yourself.
There we go, okay. Mic's on. Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's Rivals of Aether 2 Kickstart League. We have our second match of the league coming up here between team, and I'm probably going to butcher this, Eeby, Jeeby, Wabaa, and team Chaos Theory.
Oh my god, I thought we couldn't get worse than Fred Durst Okizeme, but you know.
Oh, there's a team in the league that you maybe have not seen the name of yet then. Anyways, these players are able to go in. If this is your first time here at one of the Kickstart League matches, then a quick breakdown is you can see that there's 3 players on the left, 3 players on the right. Uh-oh, looks like we lost someone. Oh, they'll get it figured out. So everyone on the team on the left will fight everyone on the team on the right. It's going to be round robin, so we're going to have 9 matches tonight, probably. There's been some scheduling stuff. Hemijack may have to play their matches at a later time. If you're watching it live, then might be tomorrow or something. If you're catching the VOD, then hey, it'll be in here. The way that this works, or I guess what the Kickstart Leagues are new player crew battle leagues. The whole idea is it can be hard to pick up a new game, both because there might not be people around you, or you might just not have any idea what to do to level up or improve. So we get small teams together, where they practice together and learn a new game. You could say, kickstart a community for it. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, and, one of the, I guess I would say the primary features of the format is that, opposed to other team formats, if you've seen like a Waseda crew battle or something, where it often comes down to strongest player versus strongest player, the Kickstart League really emphasizes working with your teammates, especially if you're in a coach position, working with your teammates to get your middle and lower players up, because that's where the real points in the league come from. Because you can be like the best player on your team and win all of your points every week, and if your 2 players below you don't play well enough, your team will still lose. So it's about getting the people who may be less experienced. I know a lot of people are in this league, FGC people, playing a Plat Fighter for the first time.
Yep, we do also have plenty of Smash aficionados, though. Also, on that note, I do want to point out, we mentioned the points a little bit, but I haven't actually talked about them yet. You'll see the +0 next to all 6 of these players, and the 2 big zeros in the middle. All of these sets will be best 2 out of 3. So, first to 2 wins between, for example, Sleepy and Konakami, and then Sleepy and Hemijack, and then Sleepy and Juice. 3 sets. Every game you win, you earn your team a point. That just goes into a combined total for the entire duration of the ladder phase, and whoever has the most points at the end, team-wise, gets first seed, and second most second seed, etc., etc.
And then out of that seeding, we play a large single elimination tournament. Oh, and we are getting off here. Sergeant Seaman versus Kono. My understanding is that Burn is kind of your spacey function again.
Yep, he's got the Shine, he's got Firefox. Outside of that, I don't know exactly how similar he is, but you can definitely find the inspiration.
The Fireball is kind of like a lizard.
Speaking of his Fireball, since this is the first time in the league that we are seeing a Force Burn, his special ability is that he can light you on fire. This does not do damage over time like you might expect from hearing the description. What it does do is power up some of his moves and lets him get incredibly early kills. Kane, on the other hand, does get powered up when they're in the puddle, and they have multiple ways to teleport back to the puddle, as long as it's set. It is kind of a weakness where if it's not out, their recovery just kind of doesn't go anywhere. But as long as you have it, you can teleport to it from anywhere on the stage, and that was a big up smash call out, but whiffed and got punished by Konakami.
You see the flying back up of this round. Kono with throw.
Oh, I am getting corrected over in chat. It does do a little bit of damage over time. The main focus is the explosions on smash attacks. Starter, but doesn't really get that much off of it.
so weak. Probably the biggest game now is the additional block. Another up smash, up strong.
I will probably end up calling them smashes for the entire duration of the league. Okay, goes with the edge guard. I do believe Zetterburn has one of the weaker recoveries because it's so straightforward. The addition of like wall jumps and stuff in this game being so prevalent does help him mix it up a bit compared to like Melee Fox, but fundamentally he still sits in place and then goes in a straight line. If you know what you're doing, you can edge guard him pretty well. Okay, lit on fire. This is really scary now because a good confirm. Okay, does manage to jump out. That doesn't true combo there. Yeah, with this fire, any smash attack, even like across the stage, will almost certainly kill. And Seeb was keeping it pretty even at first, but this is a full stock lead from Kona, so quite a ways to go. Alright, does this kill? Not. Oh, okay, it does. Cut me off while I'm saying they lit.
Something channel points. Something. I'm on the microphone in the Kickstarter League.
Okay,
also,
so Konakami does take game 1 there. And we're going to be going into game 2. You may also notice that the orders of the teams here, it's not that we're doing 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, etc. There is a method to the madness, but I won't bore you all with the details. At the end, everyone will fight each other once, and in theory, no one will fight 2 matches back-to-back so that everyone gets a break. It does get a little bit wonky when we're missing a player, but see how it goes.
In theory, it's kind of like the top and the bottom trade positions. And if you start as a top or a bottom, depends on which side of the match you're on. But that's kind of how it works.
Yep.
Usually starts out with a strong player from one team fighting the weak player, and then just kind of reverses its way down. But no, they're not smash attacks.
I believe they're called strong.
It's IC 8A. Jackson's.
Get out of here, French bred player. But yes, there is
Low-back
also a cat on the bed. Okay, one sec.
That's a charged up dust.
There we go. There may be an additional cat who makes an appearance later on. We'll see.
I mean, if there were ever a game to introduce a cat, pretty good game to introduce a cat.
There it is.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Kona is not locked into Zetterberg, but would have to, if they wanted to change, pick first, right?
I believe
how
so,
Pop Cutters typically work?
Technically, I need to double check the Rivals rule set specifically, but the way it works in Smash generally is the person who lost, or who won the last game, locks in their character, or actually, sorry, for games 2 and on, you ban a stage, and then the loser of the last game picks the stage, and then the winner of the last game locks in their character, and then the loser locks in their character. So you have the ability to counter-pick characters.
It's an unfortunate, I would imagine, kind of both error and unfortunate situation of lack of a puddle.
Yeah, that is one of the downsides of Arcane is if there's no puddle there, the up B, I believe, sets a puddle, which notably, yeah, looks like that and does not go up. Poor fish is getting burned alive. Oh boy, and a huge charge on that down smash too. Konakami taking all the extra space on the stage and just running with it.
Oh man,
yeah.
Lifetime.
Also, that was extra good because I think Kona managed to put the fire down on the puddle. So Arcane, yeah, they teleported into it and not just got normal punish, but got lit on fire and smash attack.
They tell me flat fighters don't have set play.
Oh, can they make it back?
Kind of looking to make it quick work of this game. Great control of the stage.
Oh, okay, good ledge hog, but can they convert it into a kill? Maybe not, but at least a good situation.
Now, someone who's not played a ton of Rivals 2, for the audience of a new game. Is the ledge hogging rules in this game work more traditionally?
Yeah, they work like the older Smash games, where only one person can be on the ledge at a time, and so if someone's already there, too bad, you can't grab it. This game's recoveries do tend to be a lot stronger in general, with the wall jumps, the ability to air dodge and then do things, and like directional air dodge up, for example, and just in general. But yeah, as far as if you miss the ledge, too bad you missed the ledge. Oh, is that gonna
way back in, but...
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there you see.
I didn't even have fire, right?
I believe that was fire. That's what the explosion was. I didn't see where it got applied though.
Does fire stays on hit?
Yeah, it only gets consumed by specific hits. Smash attacks, I believe they said one of the throws. I don't know for sure. I'm not super familiar with Zetterburn.
Oh, I was more saying that if you hit Zetterburn.
Oh, yes. It is just a status effect on you for a set amount of time.
I see.
And if I'm wrong, someone in chat let me know. Okay, let me see what the next match is going to be.
First game, quite convincingly. Kona. I know Kona did very, very well for themselves in the 2 ladder sessions. Or is the 4 ladder sessions, the 2 weeks of ladders.
Sure. Yep, we did have quite a few. Okay, so we are going to be going into, I believe it is, Sleepy versus Juice.
Hopefully. I'm hoping this icon is a sign of the future. Because this is the character I think is really cool in Apples.
I am blanking on their name, but the one with the bow?
Fleet. Yes, Fleet.
Fleet, right.
Yeah. A lot of both, as a person who enjoys a little bit of zoning, probably the most projectile-focused character in the game, but also has a lot of, like, interesting... I joked earlier about set play, but, like, probably the closest kinds of tools that you would get to, like, traditional set play in a platform fighter.
Sure.
To be able to just, like, deny space, and then use that form of space denial as an attack. Very interesting, I think.
Yeah, let's see, because we haven't seen a Fleet yet in the league. We saw... yesterday we saw a whole lot of Rano. One match of Clarin, a surprising amount of Forsburn, and actually these are 2 brand new characters. We have not yet had either a Fleet or a Lox. Let's see. I also don't know a whole lot about either of these characters. I do know that Fleet has a resource, but I don't know how it works. Oh, is this going to do the thing? Okay, never mind. We're good.
Yeah, so Fleet has, like, like increased arrows, I guess is the way I would put it. She can spend the resource down there, and because it's just the thing that's in my brain as the resource, it turns the arrows into Pineberry.
Sure, okay. They explode on hit, or just are generally stronger?
Oh no, they leave a time to detonating projectile that can transfer between the 2 characters.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, That's my brain, that's Pineberry.
Sure. Looks like they've got some pretty interesting movement stuff, too. And a couple aerials very reminiscent of Pit from Smash Bros. Is what I'm seeing. Speaking of which, Loxodon, I do know that a couple people were telling me that they were expecting me to play them, because they have, like, Ike's up B and some stuff like that. I ended up going more the Marth direction, but I see the resemblance on the up B, same with kind of Cloud's called Clone Hazard. But what Loxodont does is he has multiple ways to put stuff on the ground. You can sort of see it there where it's glowing. I believe it's supposed to be magma. It's a little bit harder to tell in the green skin. But he can kind of cover himself on it and get some amount of buffs. Oh, and as you saw right there, Lox got to the ledge first, and Sleepy just not quite ready for him.
Ties it up.
Do you know how you get arrows back?
So you special pummel.
Okay.
So you have like infinite Smash and 5B arrows. But if you want to enhance them, that's the limited resource.
Sure, it takes a charge then? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, good catch on the movement. Yeah, Sleepy's been going for that sort of back and forth quite a bit, but he's very ready for it. And not unlike Pit, it looks like Fleet is very good at racking up damage, and some of it I'm sure is also Lox's heavy. I'm not seeing a whole lot of big damage kill type moves though, so I'm curious to see how they're going to route into stuff. Oh my god. Sure, that is still not quite a big damage kill move like I was talking about, but hey, it took him to the blast zone, and that's what counts.
Yeah, I mean, just added momentum from the, I believe that is the neutral B that you can then angle.
Gotcha. Yeah, sort of the controllable arrows. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you could put the tornado thing through the stage. That's real tricky. Alright, obligatory nice back air. But we got some magma down. Is on the other side of the stage though, so I'm not sure how useful it's going to end up being. Yeah, it goes away before they can stock up on it. We've got a big percent lead here from Sleepy. But if they keep getting caught by those side Bs, I'm not sure if it is a grab by itself or just cancelable into grab. But either way, it's definitely caught them a few times. I assume it is a grab itself, if it air command grabs. Uh-oh. Okay, that arrow is probably real important. Oh! This is crazy.
Good is making a strong case to get back into this game.
Yeah, one more good. Okay, crouch cancels, and I didn't see what they actually CC'd. But either way, managed to live it out. But I think that these are both a kill percent at this point. All right.
Go. Sleepy takes game one.
Yep. Arrow finds its mark. Okay. Oh, I just realized that's one of the special skins, I believe.
Yeah, low res. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I am getting confirmation from the chat that it is just a grab.
You? Look, you spent in a whole league. Why can't I air throw? Why can't I air throw? Everybody's like, AJ, I'm the one that can air throw.
You know, Rivals 2 added fields and ground throw. So is Rivals 3 gonna just add universal air throw?
Is there a plat fighter with universal air throw?
I believe so. I don't know which one. I want to say it's what's the one that all the marketing was like, it's Plat Fighter Guilty Gear. Rushdown Revolt, I think. But I don't know, I haven't played it. So that might be just misinfo.
I mean, it seems like interesting design space for a Plat Fighter.
But also, there are plenty of characters who do have some sort of grab in the air.
Yeah. Potentially, maybe not the most stable mechanics.
Mm-hmm. Okay, looks like we're going through stage bans at the moment. We have Arian Harbor? Whatever the harbor is, and Rockwall band, alongside, believe it or not, Air Armada.
Air Armada. Why does everybody hate Air Armada?
Well, wall jump seems to be a pretty important part of recovering in this game.
Just
okay,
upbeat.
looks like we got it figured out.
Who would ever have problems with doing that?
here we go.
All right, definitely smaller stage this time.
Yeah, I guess this makes sense. You don't want to let the character with the bow get too far away from you, and Lox's normals cover, what, like, a third of the stage? Slightly more.
Every time he's gonna do 9B, I'm just gonna hear great feature.
Yep. Here it comes. I will say, a lot of these recoveries look like they're vulnerable, and it looks like Sleepy's just not quite sure how to best punish it. Like that right there, maybe expecting it to have more lag. I assume it's not actually just safe on shield. It doesn't look like it, but I'm not the one playing in the match, so maybe it is. I, again, don't have a lot of Lox experience. I am curious to see if that's something that Sleepy will start punishing much harder as the set goes on, though. On the other hand, wow, great air dodge timing from Juice.
Also, it might just be right now layer 1 just controlling the stage is working out.
True. Oh boy. Gets clipped there. That's real spooky. Couldn't quite convert it into anything though. And does end up losing the stock in the scramble afterwards. Alright, Magma on. What can they do with it though? And moving through all of these tornadoes and different projectiles look really rough, and yeah,
oh my
which
God.
is too far away. This is looking pretty convincing from Sleepy so far. Never count out the heavyweight though, right? Oh my god, gets the parry but couldn't do anything off of it. That would be one way to up the punish on the move though. Throws him off stage. I don't think they touched the ground. Oh, no, okay, maybe. From the up arrows, yep, does manage to move out of the way, and that'll be at least one stock taken. Oh no, just jumps into it. I think they expected to land on the platform there or something. And this is real scary, getting juggled. I did not see what hit them up there. I assume it was a leftover tornado. Sorry, what's that?
I believe it was an angled up smash arrow.
Gotcha. Okay, manages to get back to the ledge. Does get punished for the get up though. Oh no, I think that's it. Yeah, I think they meant to up B and might have hit the A button instead, because it looked like they got something else at the sweet spot spacing. Okay, with that, they managed to tie it up, and we are 2-2 between the two teams. Go ahead and get us over into the other lobby.
Real quick.
Amateur.
Go to twitch.tv/Salem Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Follow, subscribe, Matcherino.
Sure. Guess I haven't talked about that yet. If you see up in the top right, there's the little... This side? Yeah, up there. There's the Matcherino prompt. If you type that into the chat here on Twitch, it will send you to a link. It is a place where you can go and do some... You can either donate directly, or do some little stuff like oh, subscribe to whoever on YouTube, or follow someone on Twitch. And it'll put some money into the prize pool. We aren't really expecting like a crazy prize pool. This is a new player league, but it is nice to have something that you're at least playing for and a reward for the winner. And it is free. You are essentially just reaching into the pocket of some advertising company and moving it over to the pot.
If I'm not mistaken, our wonderful colleague and associate and something plus hater, Jazz Hands, also from time to time will occasionally go out and remove some of the crypto scams.
Actually, I am the one handling that this time, since I'm not playing in the league and Jazz Hands is. But yep, we do anything that's too out there, we don't attach to the thing, so.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let me...
Not to the moon.
Let them know that we're in the lobby and they can go ahead and start.
Oh no, they're named Chaos Theory. How am I supposed to not make a fake hedgehog joke?
Okay, there we go. Let's see, so
now we should be seeing what,
Kona, I assume we will be seeing the Zetterburn again. I think that they technically play more than one character, but, you know, one for real, others for the heck of it sort of deal.
Kona versus, Cryo Jester, or Kona versus...
Yep, versus Cryo Jester.
Oh man, we
Battle
got
of the
lore
Burns.
matchup? Lore matchup? My man was like Scar but was framed or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the lore of Rivals. Unfortunately, Jazz Hands over in the chat has just put the idea in my brain. But I will try and refrain from making fake hedgehog jokes. Okay, so like we were saying earlier, Zetterburn, yeah, I also get these two names mixed up all the time. Zetterburn is sort of a spacey equivalent. Has the shine, has the upbeat, high mobility, all that sort of stuff. Forsburn is very unique. They do not have a Smash equivalent.
They have a smoke hiding system and a clone system?
Yep, that's correct. So, by pressing one of their moves, they can set out smoke. And you can then absorb it, or you can run around inside of it, which makes you invisible. And then their other thing is some of their moves will spawn a clone. This is not an Ice Climbers like. You aren't going to get wobbled. They aren't going to, like, chain attack you. But one of them is controlled by the AI. I believe there's a way you can power it up so that it does actually do attacks. But if you turn invisible and then throw out a clone, and your opponent can't tell which one is you versus... Oh my gosh, what a spike. Versus which one's the fake. Yeah, it makes for some real weird stuff. Yesterday we saw a Forsburn Ditto, which was extra confusing on comms. But yeah, this is looking like Kona is definitely a player who is known for their offense across a lot of games. And this is what happens when you give a character with great offense to a player who likes strong offense and is pretty strong at the game to start. So Cryo's hanging onto this stock pretty well. Hopefully they figured something out. It might be too late for this game, we'll find out. But at least get some stuff going into the next one. That looked like it could have been a kill confirmed, but just wasn't sure what to do with it.
That's what happens when you use these, I would like to call them non-deterministic states. I'm sure, like, the game itself is determined, but, like, when you're at this picture, you want to be higher.
Well, it's that, and you have to account for the other player's DI and the way that they're drifting and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so Cryo did manage to take at least one stock, and is still alive and kicking. It's been like a minute and change. Oh! Kona hitting the clone, thinking that it was, oh no, that's probably dead. Yeah, okay, that's an unfortunate. I assume that was not supposed to be an upbeat, but sometimes that does happen.
Alright. Going on the board again.
Mm-hmm. I believe Kona is the first seed for his team. So
yeah,
definitely one of the players you would expect to do well throughout. So for him, it's a matter of, you know, showing up, doing what he's supposed to, winning the games that he is seeded to, so to speak. Of course, while we try and balance teams, we don't exactly have a dead even spread of skill, and everyone starts at a certain level and then adjusts from there. But for him, the goal of the league is definitely going to be to help teach the rest of his team. Whereas
yes.
Cryo, on the other hand, is one of the newer players. They've played some Rivals 1 before, from what I understand, but only a pretty limited amount. So they are on the side that will be receiving help over the course of the league.
Yeah.
This is, of course, week 1, so this is kind of everyone's starting point. If this is the first KSL you've tuned into, though, make sure you stick around. It's kind of wild how far players can come in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, and as saying previous, before stuff started moving along, it really is more down to the performance of players like Cryo to determine both seeding into the tournament and then actual success in that tournament itself. Because there's only so much that Kona can do.
Yep.
Whereas the other 6 points on the team come from the lower ranked players.
Yep, it is the explicit goal of the Kickstart League format is to not let any particular player carry too hard, and to give any win that you get, no matter what level, some meaning. So it's cool how it works out. But we are seeing the Harbor not banned quite as much as Air Armada, but oh my god, Kona just taking it around and around. That is one way to deal with the clone, just hit them both.
The count is an option for what?
You know, okay. I'll say so. Okay, good dash attack coming out there from Cryo Jester. Kona does manage to recover, but in kind of spooky position, stuck on the platform up above. What a parry! Close range fireball.
Bro, definitely looking a little more alive with that.
Yeah, it was a pretty brutal first stock, but since then...
Right up, baby! Some of the fabled trademark adaptations. Gonna be real.
Okay, yeah, good recognition that was a charge smash attack. Gotta do a wake up attack since those are invincible. I think any roll there would have gotten caught. You know, sometimes I don't even see the clone spawn and just get very confused.
Throws it out as part of the get up attack.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure. Oh wow, okay, I thought that up air killed.
Oh, hanging in on this talk.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm
Once
sorry.
again,
Sorry.
A real unfortunate up B there. I don't know if they were trying to go at a diagonal angle or just thought that they input it higher and were trying to go to ledge, but either way, unfortunate self-destruct there. Ooh. Good jump over the dash attack though.
I'm making a lot of work through this early stock.
Okay, well, you know, stock for stock on that.
We are tied back up in stocks. Percentage is another story, obviously.
Yep. Okay. That is, I believe, one of the reasons so many people have been banning this stage is that the recovery can get kind of wonky with those, the platforms you can go through from below. I don't think you can just drop through them, but it does make grabbing the ledges a bit weird for sure.
Definitely. You can't just shield drop to your death, though.
Yeah, I don't believe so. That would be kind of cursed.
Just hit a whoopsie doopsie. Well, you know, if Kimone made this game.
You know? Okay, let me go ahead and grab the next lobby code.
You can shield drop through the platform, but only your home platform.
Okay.
Once again, I believe we are waiting on... We're going through a kind of non-traditional order. So I believe we are still waiting on Hemijack.
Yeah, Hemijack had some last-minute scheduling stuff pop up, so hopefully they will be able to make it in time. If not, they'll have to finish it on another night. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh.
Alright, I think we're good to go.
Is the... Oh, wait a second. How are we doing scores? Shouldn't Kona be 4? Okay, there we go.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I just hadn't queued up the next match yet, so it didn't apply it. Okay, we've got Orcane versus Lox. Be an interesting one. Loxodon's kind of having to fight a bunch of characters that can put a lot of little projectiles on the screen that I cannot imagine Lox has an easy time avoiding. I guess that's what the parry and stuff is for, though. Actually, thinking about it, I hope we see what happens when you try and parry Orcane's, like, bubble wall. You have to moment 37 it.
Let's go, Stevie!
Oh my gosh, that's a very early kill. I did not expect that to hit all the way out there, but I guess this stage's blast zones are pretty close. Alright, Seeb in a great position once again. Okay, stage position gets stolen right on back though, and now they're playing on the puddle, which is extra risky for Juice. Gets the pressure. I don't believe that the Magma does anything to the opponent. I think it only changes things for Loxodon, but if someone in chat can correct me on that who has more rival-specific game knowledge, please do. Oh my gosh, the double whip there.
Goes down through the puddle?
Yeah, the ability to teleport to the puddle.
Oh, it goes through the puddle.
Yeah, so Orcane's special pummel teleports to a puddle if it's set, and then Orcane's forward throw gets stronger when you're on the puddle. Any of the moves that use that like water spout thing get powered up if you do them from standing on the puddle. It does also consume the puddle though. Yeah, that right there gets much stronger.
Phenomenal control.
Hurts me to see it. Happened to me too many times as Ike, but good Ledgehog. Oh, it sounds like from the chat that it is correct. Lox's magma doesn't affect the opponent, but if the opponent walks over it, it gets rid of the magma.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, that way Lox can't upgrade with it. But okay, we've got Air Armada and whatever HD is, I don't remember. Those are the bands?
Don't tell me that the magma is deja vu.
Oh, just that you can hit it to make it go away?
Yeah, you do something trivial to make it go away.
Yeah, edge guard position. Yeah, Lox is so big, and it looks like relatively slow airspeed, so very, very much juggle fodder. Seed hasn't even been hit yet. We're at 80-90% now. Gets rid of the magma. Their whiff punishes on these side Bs have been so good. They clearly know the spacing very well, and that is a 0 to death. Okay, here we go. Juice getting started. They're standing on the puddle, but it's not that risky, realistically. Orcane can teleport to it at any point, or spawn bubbles from it. But, at least the teleport is pretty committal. No punish. Yeah, that definitely could have been grabbed, but just wanted to get off of the puddle, out of the corner first. I think. Oh, well, okay. Thought that was going to send much further.
Forward tilt forward.
That invincible ledge get up has been putting in a lot of work. Okay, what a reverse up B. Oh my gosh.
With the Dacus Wibble Wobble.
Yeah, that was a crazy kill. No! Oh no, I think they're dead. Okay, never mind. Never mind. They can sweet spot from higher than I expected. Yeah, I don't think they have a way to get back. They tried to stall it out, but Seeb not biting, and now we have a full stock lead on the side of Seeb. It looks like Juice just isn't really getting able to move. Wherever they go, they're like a giant hurt box is just getting clipped by a bubble or an aerial or whatever it might be.
I know that Juice decided to come to this stage again. Maybe with once again the thought of chasing down the mobility pseudo downer maybe a little easier, but I'm starting to wonder if that is indeed the correct decision.
Yeah, I feel like I can definitely see the logic in it. Yeah. That'll kill.
But maybe just with less space to control, give them like more ability to control, like each button now controls a higher percentage of the space that locks it on.
They need to at least have enough space to breathe and get some moves out in the first place to control the space.
Yeah, because like once the forward tilt started coming out, like it got a lot less one-sided.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like, once Loxodon was able to like actually catch like me when I get you, right? Once that happened, like the pace of the game slowed down immensely, and we even up in stocks. But just like the ability to like, I'm gonna control a little bit of where you're off screen trying to get back to the stage, and then I'm gonna cover one of your only two real availabilities to get on the stage that isn't the ledge. Isn't it? A little spooky. But speaking of spooky, we got Kona versus Sleepy.
Also, we will be seeing Juice at least one more, or I guess exactly one more time tonight. So we'll see if the stage pick works out better for them there, or if they even choose to go back there in the first place. But right now we do have Sleepy versus Konakami, and after this we will be going to Cryo Jester versus Juice, unless Hemijack shows up in time. These will be the last two matches that don't include Hemijack, so we will see what happens. Sides are swapping. Okay, so we've got the semi-zoner. Both are high mobility characters, but one definitely specializes in it a bit more aggressively, you could say. So I expect this to be a very, very across the stage, back and forth kind of match.
Nice guy.
Oh, shoots under the fireball. Yeah, came out in the air from Kona.
Well, I was interested to see if we can do a good job of really slowing down Kona's explosive offense. Down there. Here's the ledge. Here's the platform.
Yeah, I will say my big concern here, sort of, for Sleepy is from the last set we saw that they're able to rack up damage well and, you know, keep offensive situations strong. But finding the kills seems to be not like difficult, but definitely not as fast as I am expecting to come out of Kona. And it is the kill that matters in the end, in Flat Fighters especially.
The only percentage that matters is actually out of all of them.
Yep. Okay, big down air. Can't quite convert it though. It does get sent up too high, and we are... Okay, for a second there, we were 1% apart.
Oh, big up smash.
Yep. Shoryuken straight through the roof. Alright, do we have a kill confirmed here? Or just edge guarding, because that is, while I expect the Zetter burn kills to be more direct and clear, I wouldn't be too surprised if Sleepy gets at least one, like, low percent kill per game, just destroying the recovery.
We did have an increased arrow on deck.
Oh, and the fire, yeah, will make that kill even at that percent.
Now, is Sleepy the...
Yeah, I believe these are both the captains.
Rollback?
Yeah, I can't tell if that was rollback or if that was something with the tornado.
Look, if they put rollbacks on console, this game.
Alright, wall jump. Good tech on the wall, but doesn't quite get the angle, and Sleepy managed to only take 22% that whole stock, so they're in a pretty fine situation going into this last stock here. That said, Kona, okay, got an opening, but sort of got traded out of it. And suddenly, this is coming up all Sleepy. Yeah, gets the right angle that time, gets to the ledge, doesn't overshoot, and end up punished. Okay, Kona gets their first hit in a while. But really, with the way that they've been playing, they only need 1 or 2, but oh no, okay. They did manage to make it back. It looked like they overextended off the ledge there for a second. Aerial chains. There's no fire, but just a normal attack hard enough will still kill. Yep, just like that.
Konami.
All right. Well, Kona taking that first game. It looked for a minute there like Sleepy was gonna just close it out, but that is the upside of having explosive offense. Never out of it.
I mean, that's true, but also at the same time, if you think about how, once again, it wasn't necessarily this time in the first stock, but how fast and aggressively the damage got racked up in the second stock.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. Where if Sleepy can just mitigate to the same kind of damage progression in the first and last stock, in the next set, like that would have easily probably gone Sleepy's way. Like it's like a very, very, very tense ending situation.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so we'll see if they can at least close out one game. I don't think we've seen very many Game 3s yet at all throughout the league. So, we certainly haven't had one tonight. I don't know if we had one yesterday or not. But that is sort of how it can go on week 1 especially. I get baited every time. I think it's taking us to Fire Capital instead of just kind of being hovered.
Look, at least in this game, not saying any names of games, but there's a character select screen or a stage select screen that you actually use. And you make decisions around.
Fair. Alright, yeah. As expected, no character changes. I think this is the first time we've seen this stage this league, though, now that I think about it.
This is the battlefield.
Effectively, yeah.
Three platforms.
Okay, yeah, the tornado there covering the dash attack to make it safe, even though it did whiff.
Double attack from Kona into the up smash.
Wow, what a great position there. Just stayed right under the edge of the platform so that the arrows couldn't reach Kona. But he was still in position to punish the landing. Juggling across the platforms. They're just swapping back and forth. Center stage, okay, big parry. Can't get a kill out of it, but that was actually pretty close. That was just a very slight misjudge on the drift, I believe. Just more drift than DI. Okay, the parry puts you in stun for so long. I didn't realize that. Good tech off the wall. Does manage to get the... this does have the same angle stuff as like Melee does, where if you ride up the wall at just the right amount, it reduces your momentum overall. Ooh, big forward smash there, yeah. With the fire up, that'll definitely kill. Good pick up off the tornado. Not a whole lot of damage, though. Only 16% off all those hits.
Scramble situation going in favor of Kona.
Oh, boy. That's a lot of damage all of a sudden.
You don't want to be on platforms, but especially between the characters.
Okay, fire hits, and this is now extra spooky. Fleet is definitely... Okay, no longer on fire. Was at kill percent with it, though.
To be honest, it's not like close to 100%.
Ooh.
And by close, I mean smash attack.
Yep. Oh, I always forget that shine lights are on fire, too. That's honestly kind of crazy.
Shine's the magical move of everything.
Lots of tricky movement coming out. Is it enough? Okay, misses the tech, and that's what happens when you do. You get punished, but not quite a kill. One more edge guard attempt here. Oh wow, they made it all the way back without having that beat. Never mind. So I don't know for sure on Zetterburn, but can he just jump out of that, like, the falling fire thing that he's done a couple of times now at any point, or is there always a set distance? Someone in chat can let me know. Yeah, good shielding on the platform. Trying to play it super safe. Sleepy knows that she can't take a whole lot of extra damage here. But does need to find this kill somehow. Oh, it just sneaks back to the ledge. Oh. I think a little bit of bad DI there. Not expecting to end up all the way off stage. Maybe trying to go down and attack off of the actual floor. It's so funny to watch a different character just randomly flip at times. It's like, let me do this right before I move. It might hit. The percentages are pretty close still. Oh, alright. Oh my gosh, that was a hugely charged arrow, but yeah, just not quite in the right spot. Good drift out of Konakami to move out of the way.
Oh, great tech chase!
Huh? Did that delete the arrow because it was a hitbox? What happened there? Great maneuvering coming out from Sleepy here, but is it gonna be? No, okay, yeah. Not enough. Konakami will punch it in 2-0.
Yeah, as you were saying, just that unfortunate difference in kill power.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, once again, at the end of that set, Sleepy making just a bunch of great tech chase reads.
Yeah, just couldn't quite close it out. It is sort of what we were talking about, where, especially in Plat Fighters, it is the kill that matters, no matter what the percent is, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are moving into probably our last match of the night. Have yet to hear back from Hemijack. I know that he is driving, so probably won't hear from him until right when he's available. But we are going to have Juice versus Cryo Jester. Go find the lobby code real quick. I'm not sure the lobby code is up, actually. Okay, while we're waiting, though, if you are here and have not done the match Reno, you should go click buttons and put free money into the code, or into the prize pool. For reference, it does all go into the prize pool for the players in the league. It's paid out directly from over there.
Looks like we have both players ready.
Mm-hmm. Think we're good to go. But okay, so as a reminder, if you're here in the Twitch stream and Hemijack doesn't arrive by, like, the end of this match, basically, then that will be the end for us here tonight. If you're watching the YouTube VOD, we will have Hemijack's matches just tacked on here at the end before it gets uploaded.
Yep.
And either way, I believe we'll be trying to lock in the matches for next week as soon as possible. Because technically it doesn't go off the ladder system since it's just round robin.
Don't worry, Hemijack can, we've got time to do the, gumshoe. end of a second Ace Attorney game when he busts in the courtroom?
I haven't played the Ace Attorney games. I only know of them secondhand. Oh, wow, okay, and we are jumping straight in. Guess that makes sense. They were getting prepped over in the chat, which, shout out to Jazz Hands for handling that. I assume this is the wrong stage.
Unacceptable.
I do like the bouncy cancel.
Alright, game one goes to Cryo Jester. They managed to get off stage first.
True. It's like golf. You want to take the fewest number of stocks, right?
Yeah. Alright, this time for real. We got Loxodon versus Zetterburn. Two fire characters, so clearly very different in the way they approach it.
One's like a smoke.
Yeah, I think that counts under the fire area. But we're seeing Cryo run off stage quite a bit here. Just to set another phone, I think is what they're going for. Yeah, I got no idea which one's real. Okay, it's that one. Good to know. Thank you, Rivals. Oh, something worth noting also is that if Forsburn does his up special recovery into a smoke cloud, he doesn't enter freefall, and I believe it lets him do it again. I don't totally know what happened there. I know that yesterday, both the Forsburn players were saying that they were having some weird issues where the clone would be supposed to throw them and just like wouldn't, whether it's from like a slight stick drift difference compared to where they wanted it to be or something else, I'm not sure. But that might be what happened there. Might also just be that if you're new on a character like Zetterburn, or sorry, Forsburn, you might also get confused as to which one you are. Lots of back and forth. Yeah, the grab doesn't really care about the smoke.
He was cutting a fairly substantial way into the second stock.
Alright. One stock off both sides. Forsburn at a pretty high 87%. Oh, I didn't realize that hitting the... Oh, big parry. Didn't realize that hitting the clone also made smoke. Good to know. Nice forward air chain. Does drop it, manages to pick it back up. And it's still Cryo Jester just going crazy with this offensive state. Can they prevent the recovery? Not quite, but... He does turn the tables and...
Oh, where's the big hit?
F smash in neutral.
Oh, sometimes we have to play the game like it's 2003. Roy's the best character, I don't know what you mean.
True. Ooh, tried to punish the down smash. Even put a little charge on it, but maybe a bit too much. I don't know if that even punishes in the first place. Oh. And Juice is closing it out there for the first game. A lot of that came down to Cryo Jester having some recovery issues, though. I know that they mentioned over in the chat that their controller is, like, one of the buttons is sticking or something. So hopefully it's not doing too much of that, but either way, it sounds like they'll have a new one next week. So should be a minor setback, if so. Also,
what if we actually go to Fire Capital for the last one?
Oh yeah, we haven't done that at all yet, huh? I think it's the only stage that doesn't appear to be an auto ban for everyone that we haven't seen yet.
What are you talking about? Aerial Armada is great. Go
auto banned all the time, yeah.
See me in 250 meters, okay?
Okay, so this is potentially the last game of the night. If Juice closes it out, Cryo wins, then we get at least one more after this. So we'll see what we get. And I also They're trying to figure out which stages are banned. Like Air Armada, imagine that. And MP, that's the peak. Might be wrong there though. Oh, Merchant Sport, never mind.
I see we have based bans.
Okay, we do have, because so many people here are from FGC backgrounds, they're less familiar with the stage striking, banning, pick, etc. stuff that Smash does. So, for these early weeks, it's going to be a little bit slower as people figure it out, but it'll speed up as everyone gets more used to it. We are on the Harbor, the other auto ban, but it did not get auto banned. Oh my gosh, what a series so far from Juice. That is a very confident timing call out. And yeah, this game has been all Juice so far. Let's see what Cryo gets out of the opening. Not a whole lot. I think they dropped the follow-up. I don't know how familiar they are with their combo or their characters' like pressure state yet. We saw some great stuff come out of them last game, but it is very early in the league still. And yep, that is. Oh, one thing I will note: if the clone Forsburn dies off the side or the bottom, I guess or the top, it does still do the explosion. They're really committed to making sure you cannot... Okay, that's unfortunate, but that's really funny. Okay, stays down, yep, doesn't get up into the command grab. Smart stuff. We've got it. No!
Unfortunate recovery.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but that looks like something that happens in the Smash games occasionally, where there's like a maybe slight slant on the wall, so teleport characters go up until they hit the wall directly above them, and no further. But it might have also just been a slight controller angle issue or something. Ooh, good pickup, and you know, despite that, they're keeping it real close. This has been kind of the Juice game, at least like stock 1, and then the unfortunate SD from Cryo, but they're hanging on. Okay, good wall jump. Oh, but what a great ledge grab from Juice. That is the risk of having characters with linear recoveries, which realistically, Lox does as well, but go. Alright. Hello, everyone. This is Jaxus doing commentary for a couple of the matches that got recorded separately. People weren't available on the match nights, so going to be going through these. Starting out, we do have Penny Jack, who is actually the one on Lox. Let me get the score updated. Up against Sleepy's Fleet. This is a match from back in week 1, actually. It's taken a bit to get everything put together, but going to be interesting to see, especially now that some of us are used to seeing the week 5 versions of these players, where it all started from. But ooh, big down air there. Yeah, it doesn't quite convert all the way. Spikes in this game are surprisingly weaker in comparison to what you might be used to from other games, especially Smash Bros. You can get hit by spikes, and it's more about like you are in a poor position now, rather than like, uh-oh, you're dead at 40. But Lox here just kind of getting bullied by all these big hitboxes from Fleet. I guess returning the favor a bit, though, as makes sense. Alright, bomb's about to go off. Yeah, Sleepy ready to just cover it, and gets that first stock. This is going to be a matchup where Lox is probably going to have a much easier time finding raw kills, though it is worth noting that this is pre-patch. This footage is from last patch before they made a bunch of big changes to several characters, Fleet definitely included in there, and specifically her kill power. So if you're watching this and thinking, oh man, I wish my back air did that, sorry, go back in time. Lox, on the other hand, I don't actually know what his big changes were. I know that a lot of people seem to think he's on the weaker end of the cast, or seem to last patch anyways, but I don't know. It's early, I don't know the game well enough to speak to it. I do know that he is very good at hitting you and making you die, which especially in a new player league like this, that coupled with giant hitboxes, tends to be pretty good. Ooh, and that up smash snipe there, yeah, it's so tricky. You're not used to having to watch your opponent when they're that far away from you, let alone to potentially die. Yeah, you cannot be directly above Fleet at pretty much any time. Here comes the down air. Yep, Lox will make it back though. His up B looks very punishable. I assume there's a trick to it. I sure haven't figured out what it is yet. But it also does go very far vertically. Alright, Lox has Fleet off stage, but nope, manages to get back just fine. And so far, oh, you know, as I was about to say that Lox hadn't been able to find a kill yet, finds one right there, just spot dodge read in neutral with F smash, but like that earlier stock, it all just comes down to you cannot be directly above the Fleet player. Up smash does travel all the way up, sort of like a Pikachu Thunder if you're used to Smash Bros. I guess specifically the old ones. It has a thundercloud in the newer ones. Just retreating to the ledge there. I'm not sure that was fully intentional, but Sleepy manages to get away with it scot-free. Nice ledge cancel there. Fleet's movement is definitely really tricky, and a great parry, too. Jack looking a little bit lost in neutral specifically here. This may also have been back when I think Jack was still trying to figure out characters at this point, like who he was playing. So it might be some unfamiliarity with Lox on top of having to deal with this matchup in neutral. Big up B, doesn't quite get a conversion off of it, but still good damage and stays safe. Oh, one thing I do know about Fleet that we'll see if it comes into play here. Lox might be one of the few who kind of has to hold it. Oh no, speaking of which, not holding the ledge there. I guess Lox makes it back onto stage either way, though. So, the projectiles in this game you can hit, and normally you'd think that Fleet's down air, the arrow, the spikes, would be really good at stuffing recoveries, but almost every recovery in this game has a hitbox, which means that the recovery just kind of deletes the arrow while it's flying. I don't know, in my head I expect that to trade, but that's just holdover from other games. Ooh, nice re-grab there. Does some standard pummeling, just a little bit extra damage. And Jack here just kind of getting thrown around, which is, again, kind of the big body versus mobility character life. Another great parry there. Smart drift there from Jack, getting out of the way of the arrow. The lair puts him off stage. Yeah, okay, that was another parry attempt that we saw come out from Sleepy, but Jack ready with the grab. I still cannot believe... Oh, up smash and... Okay, yeah, has to burn the double jump, but does get out of the way. I don't think they've hit the ground yet. Doesn't look like it'll matter either way, though. Right, Lox, it seems like he's having a really tough time stringing together aerials against Fleet. I'm not sure if it's the percentage, or if it's just, like, Sleepy having good DI, or what it is. But either way, Jack is just not finding great setups for these kills. We haven't... Alright, well there have been two empowered F-smashes, or sorry, F-strongs in the set so far. Both have hit, both have killed. Here comes the tornado. Yeah, can't jump into it. Forces the low recovery. Bomb going off, but okay, Jack will make it down to the ground. This is the Sleepy show through and through. He gets a back air. Okay. Yeah, at this point you kind of have to go for big swings like that, like the chase off stage down air that we just saw come out from Lox. When you're down this far, you kind of got to do some Hail Marys. Unfortunately, that does sometimes also just speed up the end of the match. That said, still fighting in it currently. Who gets the big side B? Offstage Lox is not a great spot to be, but no, makes it back to the ledge just fine. And gets away with the special get-up. That move is surprisingly giant. living. Ooh, great use of the hop there. Just barely goes over the arrow. Unfortunately, this is such a bad spot. And great edge cancel there. Hemi Jack's making her work for it, but alright, there we go. That will end this first set of the post-recording stuff. Sleepy versus Hemi Jack. As a reminder, this is basically just going to be Hemi Jack versus the world, because they were unavailable on the match night originally. I believe this is actually the wrong set. Maybe it just needed it down. Okay, I'm gonna do some movie magic and skip ahead. All right, this one is versus Seeb. Okay, guess the order doesn't matter all that much, all things considered. You know, I'm not sure if this is a button check or what exactly is going on here. Skip ahead a little bit and figure it out. Okay. Here we go. Now we have Hemi Jack once again on locks, up against Sergeant Seeb. And, oh, this... It's not my time. Never mind again. Third tries the charm. I do know that, okay, there we go. If we saw in the last match, it was running the intro twice sometimes. Just another one of those things that was an issue early on, but I think is mostly gone now on a technical level. Anyways, this is going to be another actually big patch change, Orcane, from the before times, where his bubbles were much stronger. I believe some of his aerials got changed, and some stuff about his recovery. He got a slew of changes for sure. The bubbles, there they are. Yeah, just safely cover the range. Don't have to even worry about dealing with the giant axe halberd thing. See, just controlling the stage so well with all these delayed projectiles. Orcane definitely very good at that. Definitely. So in theory, Orcane is a trickster character. He definitely do that, but is also just a very safe space control character, I feel. Oh, gets pushed off? Yeah, forced to head back over to the puddle, but Locke's not really in a position to punish it, so it works out, and the empowered forward throw will do it. As a reminder, Orcane, if he's on the puddle, will do, and does forward throw, it gets powered up. Neutral air there, and gets caught by, that is, I swear, that's every Lox's favorite move, the ledge special getup. It's just so big, and it places Magma on the ground. Good all around. It is very punishable if your opponent is ready for it, though. So you definitely got to watch out. You know, as I'm watching this, I'm wondering if Lox has that many great out-of-shield options. There's obviously the universal throw, which I assume his is the usual or very slightly further range, just based on his archetype. I'm not sure, though. But I don't assume that he has particularly fast aerials, for example. So it might be even stronger to bully than normal, which Orcane seems pretty good at. One thing we're not seeing Hemi Jack do a whole lot of, though, is use Lox's incredible jabs and tilts. Those are some of the best moves in the game as far as I'm concerned. I don't know, maybe I'm just bad against him. Entirely possible. Oh man, another strong attack there. And Orcane is definitely at kill percent, but Hemi Jack's gonna have to find this soon before even more extra credit damage gets racked up. Run off stage, and yeah, already up to 55. Can they close it out here? Oh, a little bit high on the back air, unfortunate. Okay, forward throw will do it. No kill screen, so I assume that means that it could have been DI'd to survive. I'm never sure if the kill screen only shows up when it's, like, absolutely for sure not even close going to kill. The movement on that forward air is always so funny. Oh, I like the attempt there. Hemi Jack tried to stall after the hop with the side B to go over the get-up attack, but Orcane's get-up attack just hitting high enough to catch it anyways. Actually, that is one of the things that changed in the patch as well, is the get-up attack is no longer invincible for both hits, just the first one. So if you're like me and you block the first hit and then try and shield grab it, that works now. Okay. Got the forward throw. Good stage positioning, but yeah, the percentage is racking up so much here on Lox. Manages to survive that. Yeah, kind of had to trust in the shield. Forward tilt come out. Good DI. Gonna just barely live. This is looking real spooky. Seeb's in a great spot. And yeah, up air there will do it. Gonna lock in game 1 here for Seeb. Let's see about doing a little bit more movie magic, quote unquote, to skip ahead to the rest of the match. If I'm Hemijack, I definitely am trying to pick a very small stage here. Yep, okay, Aether Forest, that will definitely count as one. Just the amount of space that Lox's normals cover is so big, and especially against a movement character like Orcane, being able to just deny massive percentages of the stage can be so good. Fortunately, as we can see here, the downside of that is if Orcane gets the opening, they can just kind of smother you. Yep, goes for the ledge get up. Oh my gosh, that side B grab. And man, only 12%, the only attack Hemijack managed to land that whole stock being that side B on the recovery. Seeb just playing so safe and having their offense working out so well. Just racking up this damage so fast. 75% already on the second stock. We're not even a minute in. Seeb is definitely very good here about covering just like space safely, essentially, and then getting a lot of percent out of their hits. They don't tend to try and combo into some big finisher at percents where it doesn't really matter, which gets them a lot of the small hits that then link into more hits. Oh, but yeah, as you saw right there, when it's time, they can find it. Hemijack here. I agree with the idea for the stage. This is really not working out for him so far, though. Said they are Lox, they can find kills. That is the only thing that matters when it comes down to it at the end of the day in a flat fighter, is finding that kill. So if he can get enough big hits here, or if he can adjust to sort of the rhythm that Seeb is playing in time, this is still doable. It's going to be very difficult. Oh my gosh, is he dead? He's dead! What an edge guard! And alright, with that, Seeb punching it in 2-0 as well, and we're going to move on to the final set. It is 8-8 between these two teams, and so we should be having, I believe it's going to be Hemijack versus Cryojester next. Okay, sorry about that. Had to go track down the correct VOD since there was an issue last time, but we are going into the last match of Chaos Theory versus Eeby, Jeeby, Wabaa. We've got Hemijack on the Loxodon going up against Cryojester on Forsburn. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen this matchup too often. I assume Lox's giant normals are very good about clearing the smoke, probably and hitting the clone. But since he does have a higher hit stop on some of his moves, just to, you know, show that they're more powerful, essentially, he might have the same issue as Clarin, where if you hit the clone with the Dipper, you're kind of stuck in place for a while, and then the real Forsburn can run up and just hit you for it. That said, so far, Cryojester has been fighting more with normals and throwing out the occasional clone. It doesn't look like they've been doing a whole lot of setting smoke. You're just worried that the Loxodon will be able to clear it quite easily. It does have pretty huge normals. It might also be that, once again, this was back from week 1, so some of this might just be, you know, new to the character type stuff. Hemijack, no, doesn't make it back. So, okay, first stock does get lost by Hemijack. Yeah, it looks like Cryo is more than content to hang back, just kind of throw the clone out. Be tricky, doesn't want to overcommit, knows that any damage he gets here on Loxodon's stock before dying is essentially extra credit, just free damage, tacked on by having the lead. Lox is a character who's very good at finding kills all of a sudden, though. So, you know, that extra credit may run out at any point. Okay, gets to the ledge instead of getting hit by forward smash. Lox does still have some of the magma on him. And yeah, okay, there we go. First stock off of Cryo Jester, now lost as well. Has a 40% lead, which is significant. But against a heavy like Lox, maybe a bit less than against some other characters. Still potentially quite a ways off of death percent. Though, to be honest, I am not the most familiar with Forsburn, so I don't know what kill confirms he has, what percent he kills at. For all I know, he kills at 32. Well, no, I doubt that. Ooh, dodges the drop off of what I'm always going to refer to as Aether. I guess that's more like Cloud Zippy. Whatever. I'm an Eclair. Ooh, just barely shields that in time. But still, Hemijack. Basically at the same percent difference, but much closer to situations where a kill might come through on his own. Cryo's gonna have to find some way to land a big hit. I do think that this is the sort of percent where Lox can die if you get like a real good hit, or if you just DI poorly on, I think that was jab F tilt? And straight back to some less than optimal DI on the back air, but we are down to one stock apiece on the now nighttime version of Jules Veil here. It is really cool how Rivals has the last stock stage variants. Pay attention at some point and see if it changes the music too. Oh, dodges out of the side B grab. It runs away instead of rolling. I think that's neutral air, just a couple of them back to back. Good recognition to just kind of bail out after that last one though, since Hemijack did crouch cancel it. He could have actually done something offensive and taken advantage of the frame advantage if Cryo had chosen to overcommit. Alright, breathe in smoke. Wow, that was a weird hit angle. Oh my gosh, what an explosion. And I think that that's going to be game one for Cryo. Indeed it is. Alright. Okay, for the sake of time, I am going to skip around in this, since, as I mentioned before, this is from a recording. But go into Ho Dojo. This makes sense as a pick for Hemijack. Lox definitely likes being able to control larger percentages of the stage, is how I'd put it, with his giant normals. And this one not only is relatively small, but also up tilt, I think, covers the entire platform if he's below it. Makes it real spooky if you end up getting up thrown onto the platform and then tech chased. Ooh, big grab there. Goes for a down throw, not back throw. I'm a little bit surprised, but goes to take the tech chase over the offstage positioning. And again, I guess if you're not super comfortable with fighting the funny clone man off stage, then maybe take the more stable one. But Lox has all 3 levels of magma here, though, so if they land a smash attack, even though Force is only at like 62-ish, that might just kill. Looking for it, but yeah. Good roll away and attack on the side from Cryo. Just get down there, stop juggling me. I am very glad to see that Cryo, I know that very early on they were having some issues with their recoveries with Forsburn. I'm glad to see that that has not been an issue at all in the set that we saw here tonight. Parry attempt there. Some on stage. I think the magma cleared the smoke there? Is that what happened? Oh, that quick forward air in there. Some more damage from neutral air, but at this point, he just has to find a big hit before Lox dies. Nope, okay. I guess realistically, it's Cryo. Yeah, okay. There we go. Looking for a big hit to kill. And basically keeping things totally even here. Yeah, like 5% between them. Oh my gosh, how much damage does that down air do? I'm sorry. That's wild. I guess it is Lox. If an elephant stomps on you, that is gonna hurt. Okay, yeah, Cryo choosing to go high. Okay. Every time it does the explosion, I think that it was the real one, not the... Oh, man. Yeah, that will close the stock, though, and Hemijack now up pretty solidly. Only at 67% on this stock. It's going to be real tough for Cryo to find a good hit to kill, unless... Okay, never mind. Huge reversal there. Bringing it back to 0-0. Final stock, and just like last time, dead even on the final stock version of the stage. No tech there, but does just shield, doesn't try to do get-up attack or anything. Hemijack jumping to try and avoid any sort of, wake-up reversal type stuff. It does look like Hemijack is playing a lot more around the jabs and F-tilts now. Definitely very strong from this character. Oh no, I thought got the roll read. Didn't quite believe or commit to it, maybe. Huge back air. What? I am not totally sure how that up strong hit, but with that, Hemijack will take game 2, and we're going to game 3. As a reminder, that means that these teams are now tied 9-9, and this one last game determines which team wins this match. Ahead slightly, and going into it. Alright, final game here. One of these teams is going to end with 10, the other is going to end with 9. It's not a huge difference. Unlike finals, this does not mean that a team will get eliminated or anything, but you do get a pretty big points bonus for being the winner in a match. And the more points you get, the better your seeding for finals is, so that you, in theory, get an easier bracket. That said, just keeping it real close. It kind of has been the whole time. Anytime one player gets a big lead, it ends up going right back the other way. We'd love to see it. That is one thing that makes the stage really scary for for Forsburn. Is it's much easier to miss the ledge with the up B in a way where you can either get punished or maybe die. Luckily there it only happened to the clone, but it's the grab, yeah, he was ready for the tech direction there. Hemijack burning the magma charge there. I'm not sure if they thought that there's going to be an air dodge or a roll. Oh boy. Yeah, sometimes you see your opponent doing an action, you're like, I'm going to whip punish this. And then you realize that they're flashing yellow and you are about to die. Let's see if Cryo can keep it close like they've been able to the rest of the time here. Get this kill without too much extra damage taken. They're doing real well in neutral so far. All of these are just coming... You can parry the grab? What? Alright, well that's good to know. That's news to me. Okay, big side B coming out from Hemijack there. This could be a lot of damage. Oh, but great drop on the platform. Just quick aerial, rack up some percent there, and great spacing to dodge the shield grab. And both of these players are... It's really interesting the way they use their sort of non-standard character mechanics is how I'd put it. Hemijack's use of the magma and where they choose to set it up and all that sort of stuff. Oh wait, the clone. Okay, for a second I thought that was rollback and I was not sure how that was supposed to be the case in spectate mode, but... Yeah, so Hemijack, with where they choose to use the magma, and the magma pop as well as where Cryo chooses to use smoke specifically. It seems like they really like the clone, but the smoke itself they use less. They're trying to play more just like a normal, like, my character has good buttons and some tricky movement kind of game, instead of what if I had those and was invisible. I assume that it's just the sort of thing... Oh, okay, that kills. Once again, keeping it close into this last stock here. Yeah, I assume it's just the sort of thing where keep it simple at the start, and honestly, the smoke, I have seen enough Forsburns get hit or die because they lost track of where they were, that, that might be a safe idea. This all comes down to who gets this last kill. 5% difference between them. Can't grab the clone, it will just place smoke. Back air. Okay, going for the juggle. This is a lot of percent. Yeah, that was a pretty costly up B whiff. Ooh, okay. Jack having the right idea, but misjudging the recovery timing. Let's Cryo just to get one more chance at life. Yeah, both players very clearly scared, not wanting to let this drop, know that it matters quite a bit for their team. Big throw into up air. Okay. Parry failed, but not the hugest punish in the world. We are back to... Oh my gosh, that red bullet. I thought that that was it. F smash will not, or sorry, F strong will not quite kill. Both these players just threading the needle here, coming so close to dying. Is this grab confirm gonna kill? No, no grab confirm at all. And the BI out. Realistically, a good smash attack or like a strong back air or anything from either of these players will do it. And yep, huge call out on the air dodge there. Does mean it goes to Hemi Jack in the end, and Chaos Theory is the winner. All right, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.